Hi, we're the Associated Students. We're an auxiliary of Chico State dedicated to improving the lives of our students through our programs and services. But we're also a multi-million-dollar nonprofit funded primarily through student fees that has the important task of being the official voice of students on campus. So how do we make sure we're running our organizations in the way that best ensures we're serving the needs of our students? Through our student government. The Associated Students Government Affairs team is run by elected student officers and staff who represent and advocate on behalf of the student body. Together, they run a network of councils and committees that are in charge of ensuring student dollars get spent in the ways that best benefit students. Government Affairs has 17 elected representatives. At the head of the organization is the AS president, who chairs the board of directors and represents the AS on campus, at campus committees, and at the California State Students Association, which is a statewide organization representing students on CSU campuses. They are effectively the CEO of the AS. Working with the president are the three vice presidents: the executive vice president, the VP of Business and Finance, and the VP of Facilities and Services. The executive vice president chairs the Government Affairs Committee, which is responsible for allocating the yearly budget, running elections, and promoting the interests of the student body. The VP of Business and Finance runs the AS Business Committee, which sets the policies for many businesses that the Associated Students runs, as well as planning the short and long-term strategies for the AS as a whole. Finally, the VP of Facilities and Services chairs the AS Facilities Committee, which is responsible for managing all AS-operated buildings, including the Bell Memorial Union and the Rec, as well as planning any future construction or facility purchases that the Associated Students makes. The four committees that these roles run are the core oversight committees for the AS that ensure all areas are representing student interests and spending student dollars wisely. Up next, we have our two director roles. There's the Director of Academic Affairs, who is responsible for representing the academic side of the house, as well as chairing the Student Academic Senate, which promotes the voice of the students from each of the 7 colleges. Alongside them is the Director of Social Justice and Equity, who runs the Social Justice and Equity Committee. This role and their committee promote advocacy for the interests of underrepresented students and helps the AS be more inclusive and supportive with its programs and events. These 6 students all sit on the AS Board of Directors alongside 2 university and 1 faculty representatives, ensuring that there is always a student majority on the board. After our directors comes our 4 commissioners. The Commissioner of Community Affairs, who advocates for the campus and city community as a whole. The Commissioner of Legislative Affairs, who handles issues surrounding local, state, and national politics. The Commissioner of Student Engagement and Advocacy, who is responsible for maintaining student involvement and engagement in the AS. And lastly, the Commissioner of Sustainability Affairs, who helps the AS stay committed to its goal of being sustainable and protecting planet resources. Finally, we have our 7 senator positions, 1 for each of the colleges at Chico State, who are responsible for advocating for their colleges and the students they represent to the Student Academic Senate. Together, the policies these 17 representatives set manage our entire organization from top to bottom. And it's not a thankless job either. Not only do representatives get to have an instrumental role in bettering the lives of all of our students, but they also get to receive a scholarship. The size of their scholarship is based on the role they get elected to, but all of them are a percentage of the cost of attendance, which includes not just tuition, but housing, books, and food. Some roles get over 50% of their costs covered. So are you ready to get involved? The Associated Students only exist because of the actions by students like you. So there's plenty of different ways that you can have an impact. The simplest thing you can do is vote. Every spring the AS holds its election. The way our organization is run is fundamentally shaped by the people that lead it. Do you want a seat at the table? Or, of course, you can become a representative yourself. This is the ultimate way to bring your voice to the table. Any student can run for office during our general elections in the spring semester. It's easy. You can just apply online, meet with our election supervisor to learn about the positions and roles for running for office, and then declare your candidacy. But if you're not yet ready to lead but want to be a part of the conversation, you can also join one of our councils and committees. They're held on a wide range of topics from academics to social justice to sustainability. They're attended by elected student and university representatives and exist to give students the opportunity to talk about the topics that matter most to them. At the core of everything we do, the AS was created for students by students. We're powered by the voices of elected student representatives like you. Ready to advocate more with the AS? Head over to our website to get started.